Now we come to the focus of the presentation and what forms the general philosophy of Be Activated. And earlier you would have heard me talk about the deeper problem. And if you correct it, you can boost nearly all areas of your sports performance. And I also talked about the over-reliance on the physical training we do on the track, in the gym, on the pitch, to the detriment of everything else. And it's especially to the detriment of this, stress. Now, with the general consensus is that stress is linked to the general population and probably a much older demographic. And there's also probably a consensus that athletes are far too fit, young, and healthy for stress to make any impact on them. But we all live in the same world and we're exposed to the same pressures, and a lot of the problems we experience in sport we can link back to how we live our lives in between our training sessions and essentially outside our sport. And we do not give this stress enough priority. Now, although financial and family stress has been around for donkey's years, for thousands of years, the fact that we're living in an ever-changing world magnifies the pressures on these areas. And the world we live in, it's evolving, it's speeding up. Technology is changing the world in some ways better, but also the pressures we have are magnified. And the social media, time spent on the computer generally, and the internet, and the general pressure for us to respond to life in a quicker way. We're exposed to everybody's opinions on social media and the opportunity to get frustrated and angry at everyone's opinions. We cannot handle all this. We haven't been taught how to handle all this. The education system has not evolved with the technology, has not speeded up. It's still archaic. The education system still teaches us how to get a job, not how to deal with life. And if you add our general training philosophy on top of all that, the train hard, push yourself, put the hours in, you can't miss a single training session, then you've got a big pile of pressure on top of an athlete that we currently cannot handle. And that pressure might come from the coaches, possibly, and there might be some added pressure from the sponsors. And above all, there's likely to be pressure from the athlete, from him or herself, the need to achieve, the need to train, the need to do. Yet we don't have the current levels of knowledge to handle the stress in society so we can benefit from all the training we do. So we can actually do all the training in safety.